Welcome to the SecureWorld Sessions. We are a cybersecurity podcast that is all about access. Access to people and ideas that can impact your career and help you secure your organization. Hi, my name is Bruce Sussman, and I'm Director of Content at SecureWorld and also your podcast host. And in today's session, we are speaking to a founder of what you might call the Justice League for cybersecurity.
This is not the time to attack. People can lose their life with this horrible activity. So if someone if someone is crazy enough and sick enough to use this corona crisis to leverage it, to gain some profit, he needs to know that we are here to stop him. We are here to fight back.
Specifically, they're fighting back against hackers to protect the medical industry and to protect coronavirus patients in hospitals right now. They say they can help medical facilities around the world and around the clock. Because the size of this volunteer band of cybersecurity professionals is blasting off. Membership is headed up faster than the founders ever imagined. It's the year 2020, and the world is battling the coronavirus or COVID-19 pandemic. I just mentioned that in case you're listening to this long after the fact. And as we'll learn from new Trend Micro research, black hat hackers and cyber criminals are having a field day with this world situation. By the way, Trend Micro is our premier podcast partner. Now, let's start our in-depth interview with Ohad Zaidenberg. He lives in Israel, and 3 other co-founders of this group live in the United States. The group's official name is the COVID-19 CTI League. CTI stands for Cyber Threat Intelligence. The founders have professional cybersecurity jobs by day, but they are dedicated to the CTI League at night. And I'm going to let Ohad explain the rest.
So this league basically started 2.5 weeks ago when we decided to stop sitting on a fence, and we said we need to invent a community of CTI experts from all around the world that want to join us. So we published it on Twitter. We published, hey, this is a call for the InfoSec industry. If someone wants to help us, he can send me a message on Twitter, and I will send him the form, and he can join our league. Since then, more than 900 people joined our league, and now we are one of the biggest cybersec community around the world. What we are doing is to create an easy platform from all these CTI experts to help the medical sector. We invented tools, we creating scripts, we help the medical sector with supporting vulnerability tracking, and basically all that we can do to neutralize any threat, any cyber actor that want to leverage this threat. In our website, people can find our full services, and we keep updating it daily basis. So I highly recommend for anyone that want to know what we are doing exactly, to keep update in our website, to stay tuned on our website. Only today we just launched streaming of files and attachments and emails from VirusTotal directly to the community, so people can analyze and to basically prevent attacks via these collections of IOCs. This is really something that we came up an hour ago. This is really nice.
Wow, that is incredible. This is moving so quickly. That's amazing. And yes, your website is cti-league.com. And I will put a link to that in the show notes if you want to check it out. And I am sure, Ohad, that we will have members of our SecureWorld audience who will be interested in joining the movement. Now, I would like to know, if a hospital gets in trouble, let's say they're faced with ransomware or some sort of cyber attack, or you know that one is coming, How does it look that you are able to help them either take down a threat or triage or escalate to law enforcement? Tell me about that part of your mission.
Okay. So we can divide it to a few things that we can do. First of all, if any medical organization, no matter where, no matter how, got attacked by anything, it can call us via our website. We have all the details. There is a form, and they can contact us via our email and say, "Hey, I got attacked. What should I do?" And we will be able to help them. So the basic stuff that we do now is to help the medical sector with takedown, triage, and escalating the process. Takedown, it means that we can remove any website, any web page, or any file from the internet. We have a bunch of people that are waiting to receive all the requests and to help us to clear the internet and all the cyber domain from these threats. We can do triage to make high priority indicator that we want to people to get notice about it and to block it. And we are working on creating a new ways by service that we are doing in some hospitals to find the best way to share these indicators with the medical sector. What we also can do is to do an escalation to the law enforcement. We work closely with many law enforcement agencies around the world, within the US, in Israel, in Europe, and outside these three places that I just mentioned. We can work with the law enforcement, so we can report to them, and we will close the vulnerability, for example, very easily and very fast. This is something that we already did and doing by daily basis. We can find the vulnerabilities and we can patch them very soon. By that, we can save life. So this is the first thing we do. The other thing is supporting the medical sector to protect their infrastructures. It means that if someone have any question, if someone need help, we are here for them. They can submit a request via our website or via our email, and we will take care of that. We will send anyone that we can help to that we can send to help this medical organization. We receive IR requests as well. And what I found the most, what fill me with so much power these days is that we are a community, and together we are power. Together we are strong. It seems that for me as an Israeli, to collaborate with people that my country does not have any direct connections, but together we can stop and prevent cyber attacks and save life together. This is something that I found really amazing of our community.
That is really phenomenal. So what I think I hear you saying is that this is, in some ways, this is uniting the globe and bringing you together with people that you never imagined crossing paths with for the common good. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, of course, of course. This community is a community of goodwill. While all the countries close their border and says, "Hey, this globalization process is over," CTI League prove the opposite, basically, because we are united. We are all together in this project. We have more than 69 countries. We are 69, basically. We are waiting for the 70 countries in 22 different time zones. 24/7 people will be awake to help the medical sector, no matter where, no matter what the political situation in the country. We are here to help globally. So this is something that I find really amazing. Who watch the watchers? So we are the people that watching the medical sector, that they are fighters now in this war. So we are here to protect them.
Yeah, that is phenomenal. And when I hear you say 69 countries and 22 time zones, I immediately think to one of my favorite topics, which is sleep. How is that looking for you and the other founders and managers? It can't be too good, right?
No. This is something that all of us, we are four managers in this project. It's me, Nate Warfield, Chris Miles, and Mark Rogers. all the four of us work so hard. We have all our day job, and we are working until sometimes 5 a.m. To work on this project. But we do this because we believe in our mission, we believe in our goal, and we saw how in only 2 weeks we can make such a huge change. So we are working all together, all the four of us, with our amazing volunteers, basically to prevent any cyber attack. This is something that we are all united to do. And as you can understand, I'm located in Israel. My dear partners are in the US, and I find it really amazing. So every time I finish my day job, I just send them good morning, and in Israel it's 7 p.m. So it's really funny,
Yes.
but yeah. But this is something amazing, because in every hour you can find someone online and comment in the group, active in the group. If there will be attack and someone will post it on 3 a.m. in Israel, it will be somewhere else midnight, or somewhere else afternoon. So we can help each other all the time. This is something that even make our power stronger.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Well, I want to know just from the emotional side of starting this, because I've done quite a bit of research around this, and a lot of what motivates us to do things actually are emotions, right? And clearly,
yes,
cyber attacks against the medical industry during one of the globe's greatest pandemics and this greatest challenge of our generation, probably. That struck a chord with you and the other founders. Tell me, like, what was it that put you over the edge and said, well, you mentioned getting off the fence. What was it that triggered this for you?
Okay, as a cyber researcher, working on this industry for a long time, and I saw so many attacks against like civil organization, not only military, not only political, not only governmental. I saw so many attacks on civil organization, and in any other day, I don't agree with that. My mission is to prevent it and to stop it. But I understand this is the game rules. Okay, this is something that this is the rules of the game. People attack, we stop it, and they attack, and we stop it. This is how the cycle goes. But this is not the time to do it. And since the Corona crisis came out, I started to notice more and more hackers use this crisis to gain profit, and made me so mad about it, made me so angry, because I said, this is a game changer. This is not the time to attack. People can lose their life with this horrible activity. So if if someone is crazy enough and sick enough to use this Corona crisis to leverage it, to gain some profit, he needs to know that we are here to stop him. We are here to fight back. And I think that most of the people that joined our league, they want emotionally to join something bigger than them. They want to help to the global community. People send me all the time on Twitter, on LinkedIn. They send me, hey, I'm feeling useless. I don't know what to do. I don't have anywhere to go. I'm just sitting in my home. How can I spend my time doing some good, give back to the community? This community, as I told before, this community is a community of goodwill. Okay, it's create a network of goodwill, a network of people that want to share information, to help each other, to help so many people that they don't even know, just because this is a time of crisis. And I find it something really, really powerful.
I could not agree more. That is a fantastic way of explaining that. I can see exactly how you felt the emotion to do that, and I could feel it as you were explaining that, and everybody else has jumped on board. I mean, that's fantastic. Now, speaking of that, I know you're in threat intelligence as well, and I am wondering what has been the reaction that members in the group, who I'm sure in dark web forums or other places, or some hackers have Twitter accounts or social media posts or their own websites.
What has been the reaction from that community? Are they like, okay, sorry, we're just kidding. We did say we weren't going to hack the hospitals, and now we really mean it, which of course they didn't the first time. What are you finding in reaction from the dark side, from the black hats?
So for now, I didn't see any specific and like prominent reaction to this league, and I hope this will not happen. We hope that people can understand that we need to fight back. We need to be here to protect the medical sector. Every criminal that attacks some medical organization need to remember that he's a human too, and in the end point, he will need, if he will get infected by coronavirus, he will need treat too. He will need to go to the hospital too. So I hope that they think about it. We didn't see any prominent attack for now against the people within the league, and we do everything we can to protect the identity and the structure of all this league, because we want basically to protect all the people that believed in us and joined our common efforts to protect the medical sector these days.
So here's a question. What do Ohad and the others in the group think about some calling them superheroes? And how exactly do you send up the bat signal if your medical facility has a cyber emergency? That is coming up. If you are looking for a single piece of research to help understand the depth and breadth of coronavirus-related cyber attacks, I want to tell you about a Trend Micro post that is being regularly updated. It's titled, Developing Story, COVID-19 Used in Malicious Campaigns. And here are some findings so far in today's Trend Micro Top 3. Number 1, researchers have documented sophisticated and authentic-looking phishing sites. This includes a credential harvesting portal that mimics the World Health Organization, another one mimicking the U.S. Centers for Disease Control, or CDC, and a Canadian COVID-19 emergency fund site. Number 2, Trend Micro's Smart Protection Network indicates there were more than 300,000 coronavirus threats across email, URL, and files between mid-January and March 27, 2020. And number 3, spam emails account for 66% of these threats, but they are delivering a wide array of malicious payloads to both the enterprise and individuals. You can see all the details in this new research. I've placed a link in the show notes, and Trend Micro is updating it. So thanks again to Trend Micro, our premier podcast partner. Now, let's continue with today's featured interview. Ohad Zaidenberg is the lead cyber intelligence researcher at Clear Sky Cybersecurity. He describes himself as a threat hunter, a RAN specialist, Middle East enthusiast, and disinformation investigator. Should we add cyberhero to the list? Some on Twitter have suggested Zaidenberg's COVID-19 CTI League is like the Justice League in cyberspace. What does he think of this?
So as a guy that really like comics, I can look at the Justice League, and there is one member in the Justice League that decided that he had enough and he can't stand with all the criminals and all the miscreants in the streets that doing so much bad, and he wants to take control and start to fight back. This is Batman. But unlike Batman, we are not superheroes. We're just people that care. We work with the law enforcement. We do everything that we can to keep this community do only legal things. We don't do pen testing. We don't hack anything. And we are really focused on to prevent some malicious activity within the groups. We have zero tolerance policy. So we are not that kind of superheroes. I really complimented by people saying that, but I really believe that people need something to believe in it. People need hope in this time. People need to see how powerful the InfoSec industry and the InfoSec community are in that days, and I found it very, very amazing. I honor to be like comparing to a superhero, but I don't think that we are superheroes. I think we are just people that care a lot about saving life and care a lot about helping these amazing doctors and amazing nurse and amazing everyone that help us to save life. So we want to protect them. Like if we mention comics, I really like Watchmen, if you know that. And in Watchmen, there is a quote that says, "Who watched the Watchmen?" So this is something that really inspired me when I chose the comparison between Cyber Threat Intelligence League and Justice League.
And let's say that one of our listeners or several of them want to check out more, want to join your ranks. Are there particular skill sets you're looking for in cyber, or what would you say to our security audience?
So I highly recommend them to get into our website to check what our services are. If they can help us with our services that we are already offer, I would like them to join our community. If they want to add some new service, I really more encourage them to fill the form, and we will check their name very, very soon and add them. As we speak, I just got a text message to say, "Hey, I just approved." Many people in the waiting list, and we are over 1,000 people now. Over 1,000 people. This is really amazing.
Wow.
We didn't expect so many people would join us, and we really encourage people that first can help us with our mission. Second, can develop things that will help the CTI researcher within the group, within the community, to protect the medical sector, or can spread the rumor and say to all the medical organizations that they know, "Hey, if you got attacked, if you need any help with cybersecurity issues, to get into our website, to contact us. We are here for you." This is something that I hope your podcast and every interview that I give will spread the rumor, and people in the medical sector will have hope that someone protect them in the cyber domain.
That is fantastic. Well, I think you've given all of us a lot of hope, and let everybody know on the team, which now is continuing to grow and 1,000 strong. Let them know, thank you, that they're all inspiring to the rest of us. And you know what I hope? I often hear people say, well, after coronavirus pandemic is over, life may never be the same, et cetera, et cetera. And maybe that's true. Maybe there's some negative connotations to that. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But I am hoping that you have started a movement that's united the cybersecurity community like never before, and perhaps that will never be the same. So that is exciting.
I hope so.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. So Ohad, thank you so much for being with us today. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me.
It will be interesting to track this group and see what kind of results it generates. I am putting a link to the COVID-19 CTI League in today's show notes. Now, I want to alert you to where you can find the latest information relating to the coronavirus and SecureWorld's 17 regional cybersecurity conferences. Go to our website right now, SecureWorldExpo.com, and look for the banner at the top that says Announcement on Coronavirus. There is a link to our frequently updated FAQs. Also, I want to let you know that under the Resources tab on our website, you can find the calendar for our new daily cybersecurity briefings, which we're calling the SecureWorld Remote Sessions. It's our way to carry out our mission of connecting, informing, and developing leaders in cybersecurity, even in these times where we're all working apart and 6 feet or more from each other. Thanks again to Trend Micro, by the way, for sponsoring today's podcast, and thanks to our fantastic editor, Pete. On behalf of the entire SecureWorld team, I'm Bruce Sussman, your host of the SecureWorld Sessions, and we'll catch up again on Tuesday.